101 things to do from home right now. 1. Make a schedule. The first thing you should do is to make a schedule. You don't want to have spent this time doing nothing productive and then ending up regretting it when it's over. So start off by dividing your day into parts and make a tentative schedule that should include both productive and lazy hours. Get a good sleep, and then indulge in activities that make you happy, keep you healthy and add spice to your life. 2. Organize your space. Cluttered and messy spaces can make us feel overwhelmed and lethargic. If you are working or studying at home, choose a spot and organize it like you would an office space. A clean and orderly space will up your productivity levels. Use the extra time you have been granted to declutter those spaces that you've been meaning to for ages: wardrobes, drawers, kitchen cupboards, spare rooms, the list is endless. Why not turn a spare room into a luxurious walk-in wardrobe dressing room for yourself, or an office so you don't have to use the dining table? 3. Keep yourself physically active. Physical activity is not just about keeping fit, it also keeps your energy levels high. With gyms closed, you can go for a walk or a run in the neighborhood as long as you keep away from others. Working out at home is also an option and much easier these days. There are exercise channels on TV and you can follow fun exercise or dance routines on YouTube to keep yourself fit. 4. Stay socially connected. In this day and age, I don't need to tell you to stay connected. Social media is probably everyone's go-to during this period of isolation. But if you usually find yourself overwhelmed by the amount of texts, emails and notifications, this might be a good time to reconnect with old friends, reply to unanswered texts and clear out your bulging inbox. Engaging with other people, in isolation elsewhere, can be refreshing. Try an app like Houseparty that is taking the world by storm since coronavirus hit. 5. Look out for others. Perhaps helping people is not usually on your schedule, but this might be a good time to self-reflect and see if there's something more you can be doing. With the elderly most at risk with this virus, you can assist them with getting groceries, medicines, or other necessities they may need. 6. Donate. There are many people who have lost their source of income due to COVID-19 with no finite end in sight, so donating money, clothes, and food to them would be a good idea. Do you have a local food bank or charity who are crying out for supplies? 7. Take a break from the people around you. It's not possible to spend every waking hour with our families or roommates, so now that we find ourselves in this situation, it can be hard to keep from snapping. Take some me time and do things that make you happy alone and suggest the same for the people around you. Creating a balance will prove to be a positive thing. 8. Accept the circumstances. Perhaps the hardest part of self-isolation is accepting that this is how it is for now. It will end, but the chances are that it will last longer than we expect. Looking forward to next week in the hope that you might be able to get back to normal is not a positive thing. Embrace the circumstances and turn a negative into a positive. 9. Wash your hands. Perhaps the most important part about this self-isolation is protecting yourself from contracting COVID-19. Wash your hands as often as you can and advise others around you to do so also. According to the guidelines, each wash should be using soap and hot water and last 20 seconds for it to be effective. Also keep a distance of 2 meters or 6 feet between you and anyone outside your isolation zone that you may come into contact with. 10. Raise awareness. We hear every day on the news about people who seem to not know the rules or be deliberately ignoring them. So while you're isolating, play your part in raising awareness around you on why isolation is important. Raise awareness about coronavirus on social media and to those around you about how the virus spreads, what its consequences are, and what precautions you can take to avoid it. Raising awareness is the first step in combating it. 11. Get tidying. Does your clothes chair have more clothes on it than usual these days? Do you have drawers that are hard to close? It's probably time to do some tidying around the house, if you normally don't have the time for it. Clean up the clutter, clear out storage spaces and enjoy the results. 12. Do some reorganizing. This is probably the best time to mix up some things around your place. Reorganizing spaces can keep you busy and give things a new look. Start by reorganizing your closet, maybe your bedroom, and then move on to places like the kitchen, your living room, or even the garden. Changing the layout of a room can be fun and exciting. You'll be surprised by the amount of space you can open up if you move things around a little bit. 13. Indulge in some pampering. Does your normal day-to-day routine leave you with little to no time to look after yourself? Well, then count this isolation as a blessing. This is probably the best time for you to kick back and relax with a cleansing face mask, your feet soaking in a tub, and indulging in a spa day designed just for you. 14. Give yourself a manicure. While you're pampering, giving yourself a manicure or a pedicure can be relaxing and make you feel good about yourself. Your nails probably need some care after being neglected due to busy schedules, so giving them attention now can be quite beneficial and result in nails you can be proud of. Even if you're not going out, why not show them to friends online? 15. Sort out your paperwork. Not many of us have neatly packed folders that house our bills, receipts and certificates. This could be the best time to sort through them and organize them however we like. Order some box files or a small filing cabinet online to neatly order all your paperwork. You'll thank yourself when the time comes that you need to find that insurance policy or birth certificate. 16. Divide the chores. Being housebound is not easy for anyone, and with more people spending more time at home, the number of chores increases considerably. Instead of leaving the majority of the work to someone else, why not make a list and divide the chores around the house amongst everyone at home? If everyone contributes, no one will feel like they are being taken advantage of. 17. Clean your phone. We don't mean dunking your phone in a tub of water and scrubbing it to keep it from contracting COVID-19. We mean, clean your phone from all the unnecessary data it may be hoarding. Get rid of your junk emails, all those forwarded pictures and videos from WhatsApp, and those screenshots from conversations you sent to your friends long ago. 18. Catch up on emails. Not every email can be deleted, some emails actually need replying to. We are all guilty of having way too many emails in our inboxes that are unopened or ignored. With all this extra time on your hands, this would be a great time to clean out your inbox and check for any missed emails from old contacts. 19. Video call your friends. While we know we can't actually meet our friends while in self-isolation, we don't have to forget their faces while doing so. FaceTime someone you miss or send a message on WhatsApp for a group call. You didn't know that was possible? Well, it is, and now you have the time to figure out how. 20. Call your grandparents. Let's face it, we always mean to call our grandparents, but somehow we don't seem to get around to it often enough. So what better time than this to call our grandparents who don't live with us? Catch up with them, keep them busy, and look out for them. Everyone will benefit. 21. Listen to your grandparents' stories. Asking your grandparents about their past can be a great way to get them talking. Perhaps your grandfather was drafted in the war, or your grandmother was on the front line treating soldiers in a medical camp. This can make for a fascinating chat and will be something for you to cherish when they pass on. While you're at it, why not start a family tree and have a lasting family record to pass down to future generations? 22. Pick up a new hobby. It's unfortunate that our regular routines don't leave us with much room to explore our personalities. Perhaps this is the perfect time to start doing something we always wanted to try. Be it painting, knitting, crochet, jewelry making, writing, there will be no better time to try them out. If you are self-isolating with others, why not think about one thing you can teach each other? 23. Self-reflect. Very few of us find time to do yoga or meditate in our busy lives. But maybe this time period can be utilized to self-reflect and contemplate our lives. Set an hour every morning to spend on the balcony or in the garden to meditate and engage in some yoga to keep yourself feeling fresh and happy. 24. Pray. If you are a spiritual person or believe in God, this time could come in handy. Many people, due to busy schedules, start feeling disconnected to their spirituality, so this might be a good time to get on your knees and try to reconnect with your beliefs and your Creator. 25. Distress. The current circumstances have left us all feeling anxious. Engaging in some breathing exercises or meditation to calm the nerves will help ease the stress. Keep yourself calm during this time and take part in activities that relax you to keep the panic from spreading. Yoga, Tai Chi, mindfulness. Maybe we can't stop Corona, but we can sure combat stress. 26. Become a plant parent. We've all probably bought a plant at some point in our lives that has eventually died of neglect or lack of care. Well, this is the time to work on your parenting skills. Maybe bringing a child into the world right now would not be smart, but that shouldn't stop you from adopting a plant or two. Find your inner green thumb and get gardening to keep yourself busy in self-isolation. 27. Start a vegetable garden. Maybe you can't go out to purchase a new seed or plant, but everyone has vegetables or fruits at the house to eat. Collecting their seeds and planting them in your garden, flower pot or window box could give you a start to your vegetable garden that can actually be quite successful and give you fresh produce in the next few months. 28. Spend time with your pets. If there's one being that does not mind all the time you spend at home, it's probably your pet. Maybe your cat is not so bothered, but your dog is probably having the time of their life. Take this time to play with your pets as much as you can, give them some love, and just be busy keeping them happy. 29. Teach your pet tricks. While you are stuck at home with your pets, why not take the time to teach them a new trick? Most animals are smarter than we think. Teach your dog, cat, or even hamster to shake hands, roll over, or any other interesting trick. Who knows, once quarantine is over you might be applying to a TV talent show. 30. Read a book. There's always a book we've all been meaning to read and have had on our shelf for the longest time. You can finally get around to reading it now. This will be the perfect way to keep your mind stimulated and your mental health in balance. Why not get a group of your friends together for an online book club or just swap suggestions of books that each of you have enjoyed? 31. Try a magazine. Maybe a long novel is not the ideal reading material for you. If you prefer something lighter and shorter, you can try reading a magazine. We all have old magazines around, and any form of reading is enough to keep you mentally active. 32. Give audiobooks a go. Maybe reading is not your cup of tea, but that does not mean you don't get to enjoy some exciting stories or knowledge. The internet is a sea of information, and it's so easy to get your hands on an audiobook these days. Listening to an audiobook can also help you multitask or relax while you're trying to go to sleep. 33. Freelance and earn from home. This could be the best time for you to earn some extra cash on the side. Keep your savings untouched and try to get through this time by earning as a freelancer. There are plenty of freelancing jobs available on the internet, including writing, designing, proofreading, recording audiobooks, and if you have a great voice, doing voiceovers. Try looking at gigs on Fiverr.com to get ideas of what you could offer. Then Google how to get started successfully. 34. Try a new recipe. Whether you're a fan of cooking or not, you will need to be cooking to keep yourself alive. So how about, rather than cooking the same boring pasta or casserole, you try a new recipe that everyone in the family wants to try. Choose something easy to make with the supplies available, and you'll be good to go. Cooking will keep you busy, while a full stomach will keep you, and anyone you are self-isolating with, happy. 35. Binge watch a new show. Whether it's our tight schedules, or lack of free hours at one time, watching a TV series in one go is nearly impossible, unless you stay up all night. However, self-isolation has left us with enough time to give in to our binging needs, and this would be the best time to start and finish a new TV show, without being interrupted in the middle. 36. Movie time with the family. There's nothing like a good movie to bring the family together without actually having to interact. Spread out the floor pillows, close the curtains, make popcorn, and put on a blockbuster movie to create a cozy home theater. Pick a movie everyone will enjoy and let it keep everyone busy for a while. 37. Pick up a paintbrush. Painting is universally known to be therapeutic and something you can indulge in to spend some time by yourself. You don't have to be Picasso to pick up a paintbrush, you don't even have to show it to anyone once you're done. You can simply paint to relax. Let your hand take the lead and get your creative juices flowing. You may even find you have an undiscovered talent and be able to sell your art. 38. Learn how to draw. There are many mediums when it comes to creating art, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a paintbrush. You can learn how to draw while in self-isolation if you don't already know how. Find a free online tutorial and don't be limited to pencils, perhaps choose something different: pens, markers, charcoal, chalk, or even color pencils. 39. Get creative with DIY craft activities. There are plenty of ways to get your creativity flowing. Perhaps this is the ideal time to take a look at your saved pins on Pinterest and engage in some DIY activities. Make yourself a candle, upcycle some old clothes, or, if you can get hold of some clay, try your luck at some pottery. DIY is an easy way to get the whole family involved and engaged while also having some fun. Have a search for some fun activities online and give them a go. You can try balloon animals, making slime, making Play-Doh, or search for printable activity pages such as crosswords, Sudoku, mazes, coloring pages and more. 40. Redecorate your house. Is there a corner in your house that you've always wanted to look a certain way? Or maybe your room isn't exactly how you want it to be. Redecorating around the house could be a good way for you and your family to stay busy. Use resources you already have, set up some lights, bring in a plant from outside, paint a wall or even a whole room. There are plenty of ways to make your home look new again. 41. Bring out the board games. At some point in our lives, we all stopped playing board games, and now they probably just sitting on a shelf gathering dust. Well, maybe this is the time to clean them up and bring them back out. Board games are a good way to get the whole family involved, whether they're kids, adults or even teenagers. It could be a fun pastime, as long as no one ends up flipping the board over. 42. Complete a puzzle. We all have a jigsaw puzzle lying around the house that we could never find the time for. Well, we think that puzzle should finally see the light of day. You can do this alone or get your family to help you out. It doesn't have to be the world's largest puzzle like the one here, but you can finally get around to completing that puzzle. 43. Bake some treats. Everybody loves the smell of freshly baked cookies or brownies in the house. If you decide to bake some treats when in self-isolation, no one will object. Use it as a form of therapy and bake some sweet or savory goodies for you and your loved ones to enjoy. 44. Listen to a podcast. Everyone is utilizing the isolation to their benefit, and it's safe to say you will probably never have an easier time picking out what to listen to. Whether it's some spooky stories, an inspiring talk, or a comedy podcast, listening to a podcast can be a great way to pass a few hours or multitask and will also keep your brain stimulated. 45. Watch an informative documentary. Not all of us are able to work remotely, but that doesn't mean our intellect should be compromised. There are other ways to expand our learning, and watching an informative documentary can be one of them. Whether it's about animals, the natural world or some part of history, documentaries can be a productive way to spend your time. 46. Netflix to your heart's content. You've been steadily adding to your to-watch Netflix list and it keeps growing. There are too many movies and shows you've wanted to watch but couldn't find the time for. Well, this is the perfect time to empty that list, so it's fresh and clean for the new season. Watch Netflix all you want when in self-isolation, no one can stop you. 47. Sing on your balcony. We've all seen the videos from Italy and Spain where people in isolation come to sing, dance, and play instruments on their balconies. It keeps the whole community involved. Well, who says only Europeans can pull that off? Go to your balcony with an instrument, belt out your favorite song, or dance for everyone. But don't blame us if all you hear in response is, "Shut up." 48. Nap. Need we say more? We've all been looking for the opportunity to nap for hours since we were children. No amount of sleep at night can match a nap you accidentally take when you're tired while sitting on the sofa. This is the best time to nap as much as you can when you can. 49. Sell unused things on the internet. While you were tidying or reorganizing your house, did you find things that you haven't used in a long time, or haven't used ever? Why keep them lying around and taking up space? Sell them online via any site such as eBay, Gumtree, Craigslist, or a local selling website. It could be another good way to get your hands on some well-needed cash. 50. Play games with your family. Perhaps it's time to revert back to the era of no internet, of landlines and self-entertainment. Engage your family in some hearty games that are sure to leave everyone laughing. It could be Marco Polo, hide and seek, card stacking, chess, checkers, a hula hoop competition, or any other game you enjoyed as a child. Whether you have children in the family or not, this could be a fun way to spend some time together. 51. Play games online. We don't have to be stereotype gamers with expensive consoles in our house to enjoy a game online. Many games can be downloaded on your phones or laptops that allow you to play with strangers on the internet or even your friends. This could be a good way to spend time with your friends virtually when you can't see them face to face. 52. Indulge in arts and crafts. If you have kids in the house, arts and crafts are a fun way to involve everyone. Perhaps there are some pending Father's Day or Mother's Day gifts that need to be made. A little paper, glue, and some colors can help you go a long way when it comes to arts and crafts. There are many mature forms of arts and crafts as well, such as jewelry making, crochet, macrame, origami and papier match. 53. Have a picnic. Nobody can stop you from going out into your own gardens. Grab a basket, make some sandwiches, and head outside to have a nice family picnic. This could be a fun outdoor activity without actually going outdoors. Play some outdoor games and sports, like baseball or frisbee, and make it fun for everyone. 54. Camp out. Extending on the picnic idea, maybe you can also camp out without actually going anywhere. Pitch up some tents in your own backyard, gather your family and melt some marshmallows on a small fire. Tell each other ghost stories, and with pollution decreasing due to quarantine, maybe you'll be able to see some stars as well. 55. Photograph sunsets and sunrises. Photography may be a hobby or career for many, and while we find ourselves isolated in our homes, maybe photography subjects won't come as easy. However, that shouldn't stop you from keeping it up. Photograph sunsets, sunrises and views from your own home and garden so that it doesn't have to come to a stop. 56. Do a photo shoot. You might not have the perfect view of a sunset or a sunrise, or maybe you just don't enjoy photographing them, but that doesn't mean your photography should be put on hold while isolating. There are plenty of photography hacks on the internet that can create interesting backdrops and lightings for your photo shoot to turn out successfully. 57. Get to editing. If you are a professional or aspiring photographer, there is no doubt you will probably have a phone or PC full of photos that you probably haven't found time to edit. This might be a good time to open it now and find your favorites. Edit them and post them somewhere for everyone to enjoy. Also, do you have loads of old photos in drawers and boxes? Order photo albums online and get all those old photos organized. You won't be sorry when you can pull out those albums to look at any time you want. Detail photography is great, but it's so lovely to be able to look through an album of old photos. 58. Play a prank on your family. A few laughs here and there can lighten the mood. Play a friendly prank on those around you. We don't mean faking your death or something serious, but if you're feeling evil, you can try changing the Wi-Fi password to really freak people out. 59. Practice your makeup skills. Practicing makeup on yourself can be difficult, especially when you're going for a professional look. Your sisters probably don't let you practice on them during their normal routines, claiming to be too busy. Well, they don't have an excuse now. This could be the best time to get a hold of one of your family to practice your makeup skills on. Or follow tutorials on YouTube to get some looks perfected for when you are let loose on the town again. 60. Do a YouTube challenge. You may not have a YouTube channel or any audience willing to watch you, but it can be quite fun to get you and your loved ones involved in an exciting YouTube challenge. The internet is full of ideas: the bottle flip challenge, the try not to laugh challenge, and the yoga challenge, to name a few. Just look them up. 61. Build a fort. Building forts or dens is something from our childhoods. We all enjoyed laying out cushions, putting a tablecloth over two chairs, and playing pretend games. It's time to reminisce and build a den for yourself. You can really take self-isolation to the next level. Add some warm lights, some cozy blankets, a good book, and you won't want to leave for a week. 62. Learn a magic trick. Maybe you can give in to your quirky side during this self-isolation. There's nothing like the good old rabbit out of the hat trick to surprise people. You can learn easy magic tricks at home with the help of the internet. If you get the hang of it, it won't only amaze you but those around you as well. 63. Find your inner author. Maybe you can give writing a go while you're at home. Start with something simple, like keeping a journal, perhaps documenting your day. If you don't enjoy that, you can try writing a short story or even a book. And if you're feeling really ambitious, giving poetry a whirl can also be a good idea. 64. Start a blog. If you think writing is your true calling, you can start a blog. There will be no better time than now to find an audience while more people search for things online that interest them. Your blog could be about anything: your thoughts when in quarantine, your experiences, stories, anything at all. 65. Start an Instagram page. Everyone has an Instagram page for themselves or their families, even their pets. But how many of us have Instagram pages showcasing our talents? Maybe this would be a good time to find some confidence and share your artistic creations, your photography, or your poetry through an Instagram page. 66. Learn a new language. You may already be bilingual, or maybe even trilingual, but there's nothing wrong with learning another language. Language can be a great skill for your CV. So utilize this time to start learning a new language, and really make your time in self-isolation count. 67. Take online courses. While we're on the topic of learning, why not find a new course that you attend online? If you're not already taking online classes, attending a course on a topic related to your field of work or studies could be useful. You can emerge from self-isolation with a new skill. What about learning sign language, coding, copywriting, a language, negotiation strategies? The list is endless and many are free. Do a Google search for something you are interested in learning. 68. Learn a new instrument. We wouldn't suggest you go out and purchase a new instrument while self-isolating, but if you do have an instrument lying around the house, perhaps your dad's old guitar or a dusty old piano, this could be a good time to try your luck at it and see if you're any good. Learning can be easy with online resources such as tutorials and websites. Give it a try and you might just surprise yourself. 69. Expand your taste in music. When it comes to music, we all have our favorite types and artists. But perhaps this is the time to listen to that song your friend suggested or the song that keeps on showing up in your YouTube recommendations. Adding to your music taste may not be a bad idea, and this is the perfect time to try. 70. Record a song. If you love singing but haven't tried your luck further than that, maybe this would be a good time for you to brush up on your singing skills. Record a song and post it on social media for your friends to appreciate. 71. Write a song. If you already play an instrument or find yourself inclined to write poetry, you can try writing a song. If it's just lyrics, maybe you can collaborate, send them to a friend who already makes music, or if you play an instrument, you could write the music for yourself. 72. Play video games. This is the perfect time to spend as much time on your consoles without the impending guilt of homework, deadlines, or upcoming tests. You can challenge your family members to a competition or even your friends via online gaming. It can get quite competitive, so if there is already tension while isolating, it may not be recommended. 73. Play card games. Perhaps this would be a good time to hold a family card night. This can get quite competitive, so make sure everyone is prepared to lose at least once. Even if you are isolating alone, there are many games you can play, from solitaire and chain solitaire to Idiot. Yes, it really is called that. Research online how to play. You can also download apps on your phone or laptop to play card games online. Mahjong is a favorite. 74. Shop online. This might be a tough time for shopaholics or those who love to visit the mall for fun. You can still get a buzz from shopping while in self-isolation. Find a reliable online store that others have already used or has good reviews, and get your shopaholic self to work. Replace old things that need to be replaced, or treat yourself to something nice, but only if you can afford it. 75. Learn new software. If you're tech-savvy or interested in computers and technology, this would be a good time for you to download new software to learn. You can pick something that would help you in your field of studies or work. 76. Watch home videos. If you and your family are looking for things to do together while being stuck at home, watching old home movies can fill a few hours. We all have old cassettes or CDs from when we were children and actually enjoyed being on camera. Watching them together will result in laughs and nostalgia. 77. Find old photographs. With the theme of nostalgia, if you don't have home videos, perhaps you have a box full of old photographs stashed away somewhere collecting dust and untouched for years. Looking at old photographs can be just as entertaining as watching old photographs. Share a picture to show your friends just how cute you were as a baby. 78. Make a collage. To prevent your old photographs from being hidden away in boxes again, you can actually put them to good use by compiling a nice collage of them and framing it to put it somewhere in the house. Then you can see them every day. 79. Start an art journal. Collages don't necessarily have to be aesthetic or worthy enough to be put up on walls. You can start by making an art journal, which essentially means sticking anything you find interesting in a journal, like pictures, newspaper clippings, or even dried flowers. Art journals can be a fun way to remember things. 80. Make a memory box. If you want to remember certain things from your life but aren't sure how to do it, you can start a memory box. A memory box can contain mementos from moments in life, like a plane ticket from an exciting trip or a receipt of something special you purchased or a ticket stub from a concert you enjoyed. Memory boxes are always fun to look back on. 81. Listen to old music. We all have old songs and music that have some memories attached, albeit not all as pleasant as others. But it's always fun to revive the positive memories and listen to songs you might have enjoyed with friends or families back in grade school or college. Singing along with those around you or getting your friends on a video call to do it with you can be great fun. 82. Have a karaoke night. You can have a fun karaoke night at home with your family or flatmates. All you need is the internet for instrumentals of your favorite songs or famous songs that everyone knows, perhaps even songs you remember from years ago. It can be a nostalgic and fun experience for everyone. 83. Make up a new dance routine. Dancing is a passion for many, and it is also a good way to exercise or just release some pent-up energy. If you're not already a dancer or just learning how to dance, making up your own dance routine can be fun. It will help raise spirits around the house, because, hey, who doesn't love an emergency dance party? 84. Learn a TikTok dance. With the modern age of social media and the blissful existence of apps like TikTok, the internet is assaulted with a new TikTok dance routine or challenge almost every day. While it might be cringe-worthy, it can also be fun in an ironic way if you're looking for ways to entertain your family, friends, or even your followers. 85. Make a pen pal. These days not many of us have spare letter paper or stamps lying around the house, but that doesn't mean we can't improvise. There are modern methods for everything, and that includes writing to a pen pal. If you can't write letters, finding an online friend you can communicate through via email or social media could be fun, especially if they're from a different country. 86. Read up on history. Is there a chapter in history that particularly intrigued you while studying in history class, but you couldn't find the time to delve more into it? Well, now you can. Expand your knowledge and read up about historical incidents and iconic times in history that have caught your eye. 87. Cut your hair. You might not be a hairstylist or even good with scissors, but with salons and barbers closed, cutting your own hair might be the only available option if your hair has grown to be unruly. You can watch tutorials online to guide you as you try your hand at a new haircut. And if anything goes wrong, don't worry, with any luck it will grow out by the time the quarantine is over. 88. Compile a family tree. You might not have found time before to do something like compiling a family tree, but it can be quite useful in trying to connect with your ancestors or finding your family line. Perhaps someone in the future would also thank you for not letting vital family history be lost. Sit with your parents or grandparents, and try to get to know as much as you can from them and draft up a family tree. There are many online tools to help. 89. Learn more about your ancestors. While you track down the long line of family members, maybe you can try searching upon those that have very little information attached to them. Ask the older members of your family can find old journals, certificates, or letters that can give more insight into the people in your bloodline. 90. Make an app. If you know about software, technology, or computers, and find yourself capable of making an app, this might be a good time to give it a try. Find a topic that interests you or an idea you may have about an app that no one has created yet. Use your knowledge to make it and share it with your friends and family to download it and try it out. 91. Do a formal night. Staying at home might make you lethargic, and finding the energy to change out of your pajamas might seem like hard work. So how about you declare an upcoming night a formal night and get everybody to dress up and look their best for it. Cook some delicious food, lay the table nicely and make it a dinner night like you would if you were going out to an expensive restaurant. 92. Make s'mores. Who says you need to make a fire outside for you to enjoy some s'mores? Stovetop s'mores is an easy way for you to have them at home. Bring out some marshmallows, graham crackers and chocolate, and cook some marshmallows on your stove for everyone to enjoy. Of course, they would not have the same effect as it would if you were on a camping trip, but it can still be really fun. If you're in the UK, you can use digestives or rich tea biscuits. 93. Play indoor sports. You might not be able to go outside, but that doesn't mean you can't be sporty and find your inner athlete. You can set up a basketball net in your house. Clear some space and make teams for everyone to be involved and have fun. If you fear something breaking, you can stick to actual indoor sports such as table tennis and badminton. Stay active to keep yourself fresh and happy. 94. Go live on Instagram. With your choices fast depleting, going live from your Instagram may be a good idea. You can go live and even invite others to join you in your session. Interact with your followers, tell them funny stories, and even play games with them so it is fun for everyone. It can be quite hilarious to do this with your friends. 95. Make a vlog or video. If impromptu entertainment like Instagram Live isn't really your cup of tea, you can try pre-recording a video or a vlog for your social media. It doesn't have to be anything serious or even scripted. It could be just you recording interesting moments of your day, doing fun challenges, or telling jokes with your family. 96. Do a movie marathon. While watching a movie is probably the first idea to strike up in everyone's mind, doing a movie marathon of some of your favorite movies can be a different way to have some fun. Some infamous movies that have many parts such as the Harry Potter movies, or the Lord of the Rings movies, make up for good movie marathon material. You can do this alone or with your family members, and we can almost certainly guarantee everyone will enjoy it. 97. Make use of Netflix Party. Not everyone knows this, but while you're away from friends, you can actually still find a way to watch movies with them. Netflix has an extension on Google Chrome called Netflix Party that allows you and your friends to watch the same movies from their individual homes. You can play and pause at the same time to stay in sync, while a chat bar at the side lets you chat during it as well. 98. Empty out your fridge or freezer. Why not use this time to empty your fridge and freezer of all of its old content? Find things stashed away that you may have frozen months ago but forgotten. You can make them now for everyone to enjoy, and it can also help you with cleaning. 99. Watch funny video compilations. We all could use a laugh at this very stressful time, and rather than panicking, why not divert our attention to something nice on the internet? If you go looking, you can find many funny video compilations of animals and people doing funny things, either on purpose or by accident. They can be very entertaining. 100. Make a bucket list. While you're in self-isolation, your mind must be swarming with thoughts about all the things you could have done while you were free but didn't, or all the things you wish you could be doing. Jot them all down into a list and make it your bucket list that you can try and achieve once the isolation ends. And finally, 101. Make resolutions. It might not be New Year, but who says you can't try to turn over a new leaf? Write resolutions for yourself to achieve during self-isolation and try to accomplish them while you're at home, such as losing weight or learning something new. You may very well come out of this quarantine a whole new person.